So last night I had the opportunity to watch Bottoms, which came out last year. This is a comedy, and right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that I love this movie. Um, it's hilarious in a way that I feel like a lot of movies haven't been recently. It's like I'm going to link down below in the description a video that I watched a while back, talking about the rise of absurdism comedy, and linking that to Dear Sister, an old SNL skit. But that's the first thing that came to my mind while watching this. Um, going further back than that, even there's a movie called Not Another Teen Movie, that came out with Chris Evans, and it stars quite a few other people. But that movie was parodying other popular movies at the time. This movie is an original idea, but it's that same type of humor, and the best way I can describe it is just absurdist humor and dry and deadpan. And this world is just a farcical world that it's obviously a real world, but it's absurd in the same way. Like for example, they sit there and talk about how they have this big football match coming up in something 20 days at the beginning of the movie. Yet all the football players always walk around in their football uniform, pads and all. Not just just their jersey on we'd see in our high school on game days. They wear the whole get up, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I really don't want to spoil jokes at all, but this is a movie that I plan on rewatching because there's so many small moments that that pop up and are hilarious, and that there's gonna be a callback in the future of that same moment. Um, One that jumps off the top of my head is there's a woman that says, "The government owns my vagina," and then later on, that same woman has a line thrown at her, says, "You're the smartest woman I know, even though you're a black Republican." And you think about that hits on different levels because one a lot of people this gets brought up a lot the whole abortion debate, uh, pro-choice versus pro-life, anti-choice as I typically call it. Um, but most of those people that are against abortion rights are Republican, and liberal people will insult those people by saying I own my vagina. You're saying the government owns our vagina if you're taking away our abortion rights because it's my body, my choice. But there's so many jokes in this, and they're not all political like that by any means. Um, there's another instance where uh, a person gets hit by a car that's inching forward, and they act like they break their legs, severely break their legs, they're in pain and they're about to die and everything. And then later on, they're walking with their crutches, and they just toss their crutches aside, and then they're complete 100% healed. And it's just there's all sorts of these absurd if this type of scenario is of jokes, sounds intriguing to you, watch this movie and just know that they're delivered as if this is real life, and it's 100% normal. And I love this movie. I don't know. Another good thing that came off watching this movie is I can't think of her name, but it's Abby Edebara or something like that. I'm probably mispronouncing the hell out of that, and I apologize. But she has a Letterboxd account, and I was sitting there going through reading the her Letterboxd reviews, and she's hilarious on there even. So I don't know if she had any part in writing this, because I know she writes movies. But between this and I can't think of the name of that show now. The cooking show. Oh, the Bear, with Jeremy Allen White. She's in that as well, and she's phenomenal in that. So she's definitely becoming one of those actors that is going to be on my radar. Um, the main actress is in like another movie as well that I haven't seen, but I guess like that gets like a lot of like love as well. So I'm gonna have to check that out at some point. It's definitely on my watch list. Um, anyways, I'm gonna rewatch this movie right now. It's sitting at like a 4 star out of 5 for me. It's just hilarious like all the way through, and I would rewatch this movie. It may I don't know. It might even go up to like a 4.5. I don't think it's like to the level of something like another teen movie, which is like one of my favorite comedies of all time, or like um, Step Bros or like Talladega Nights. But it's like it's definitely up there for me. Um, it's kind of weird that like also like that I didn't hear anyone talk about this movie like at all. Like whereas I've heard people talk about quite a bit about Joyride, which I've yet to watch, and people talk about No Hard Feelings. Like No Hard Feelings like is super popular, and I'm sure part of that's like to deal with like Jennifer Lawrence because she's kind of a superstar at this point, and the fact that it's on Netflix, which brings a lot more eyes to like movies as opposed to this, which I don't even know what streaming service is on. I think it's on Tubi or something like that, but I honestly don't know of anyone that watches Tubi because they have movies with ads in it, and that's sacrilege to cinephiles. And a casual viewer's probably never heard of Tubi before, so it's just like, what's your market? Anyways, getting off on a tangent. But yeah, I highly recommend this movie. Highly recommend it. Oh, I'm sorry. Another thing forgot to mention is Marshawn Lynch is in this movie, and he plays a teacher. And I don't know. I just wanted to mention that because I didn't know he was like even acting. And I was talking to a buddy, and he was telling me that he was like in some TV show, which I don't really watch like a lot of TV. But he's also hilarious in that. But I'm just like, that guy looks like oddly familiar, and like of course like halfway through the movie, I'm just like, I think that's Marshawn Lynch because it's been like a while since I've seen him. Because I watch football like pretty regularly, but like really it's like only like my team, which is the Detroit Lions, or like like Michigan State Spartans, like for college, and so like I always saw like what popped up in like in popular culture, like in media, social media, and everything. But he's hilarious in this too. Um, but yeah, definitely check this out if you're a fan of comedies and absurdism and dry deadpan comedies. And this is also like a very prominent like LGBTQIA plus movie. It's about two like high school girls uh, trying to like lose their virginity, and they're both lesbians, which I guess that alone too is like a spoofing on like the old 90s 2000s movies of like Superbad, for example, which is about like high school boys trying to lose their virginity with their cis white males. They I don't know. It's there's like a million different levels on this. Anyways, definitely check that out. That's Bottoms from last year. Bye.